This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are right now. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of INC Radio New York. New York. My name is Sister Abby Hidalgo, your host for today's episode, and with me we'll have Sister Mika, who will be joining us in a bit. But yes, so for today's topic, I hope you are doing well on this beautiful Sunday, or not Sunday, Saturday afternoon or morning. I my time my time is very off today. It's been, kind of a little busy in the District of New York, and we're kind of trying to stay cool since we're in the throes of the weather of middle of summer. But that's what we're going to talk about summer and the activities such as doing outdoor physical fitness activities. Because today in Johnsonville for our district, we're having a CFO, or Christian Family Organization Fun Run. So we'll be discussing outdoor fitness during the summer and how we can get moving while keeping safe in the heat. So whether you'll be out in the trails, doing some stretches or exercises in the park, or you just want to walk about after having a meal, such as dinner or lunch. We got some tips and some insights to help you move in a smarter way this July. Uh, so, yes. And those who are joining us in our YouTube live chat, please share with us your favorite physical activity to do in the summer. I think Brother Lance and I mentioned it last week, maybe what we like to do outside. Um, oh yeah, because we're talking about technology and whatnot. But since, the weather is nicer, especially in the Northeast, it is a little bit more, the weather is nicer. It's not cold or snowing or whatnot. So we tend to enjoy our outdoors. So I personally like to go on hiking trails, or just kind of like walk outside. In Connecticut, we have converted old railroad ways that are like paved trails. If you're a little bit more adventurous, there are like trails that go into the woods, but you have to be safe with that in regards to um, ticks and poison ivy and any outdoor stuff. So even though it's hot, um, it's you should try to wear like long sleeve um, clothing, long sleeve shirts or long pants, just to prevent um, you know ticks getting you're getting bitten by ticks or mosquitoes or whatnot. Use bug spray, and always check over yourselves if you like to venture outdoors. So yeah, please share with us your favorite physical activity to do in the summer. I know that sometimes even like swimming, like swimming in the pool or lakes or oceans or whatnot. Um, uh you know water safety, make sure that you have like a life vest, or you there's a lifeguard on duty so that you guys can still keep safe while you're like in the water. Good morning, Sister Mika. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Sister Abby. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening to everyone who's tuning in. I'm doing much better. Sister Abby knows the morning that I've had. I'm so happy to be here. Sorry, what were we talking about right now?
We were talking about our favorite physical activity to do in the summer. The question for the YouTube live chat. And then, I talked about hiking and then swimming in pools and like lakes and the ocean and, fun water safety since, you want to be cooled off for the summer heat.
Yes, agreed. Is sleeping considered a physical activity? Because that's my favorite thing to do.
I guess it could be. I don't know. Because you are resting. Resting your muscles and your brain from other activities that you did through the day. So that I guess you can, because resting is also important.
That is
In
so
addition to being active.
Yes. Well, for me, what I love hiking. So, um, I know that some of these hikes can get very intense. So I
Mm.
guess for those of us who like hiking, just make sure that we, stay in like shaded trails instead of like the more open. So, a lot of the foresty areas, because I know that there are hiking trails that are more just mountainy, open, right? More boulder kind of areas. But if just be safe in the heat, right? Just make sure you stay in shaded areas. Of course, we're gonna be talking about it uh, in the coming weeks, the importance of hydration. So we'll get to that, in the coming weeks. But yes, like cooler, shaded areas for those of us who are hiking. Sister Abby, do you like to run?
I used to.
I love how you hesitated, and I'm like, oh, maybe
I
she doesn't like
used
to run.
to. In my younger days, I used to be more of running, but now it's more like speed walking. I don't know, like I'm just afraid of my knees. Like I don't know what it is, or I just like am a little more cautious, or I'm underestimating myself in regards to my physical fitness. But like I used to jog or run more when I was younger, but now it's more like fast walking. I think I just been very sluggish these past couple of months and years, so I'm trying to get in back into it. But I did like it when I was younger.
Okay, well, I mean, you deserve rest. You work hard, and you just finished your degree. So I feel like, mentally, it's very draining. So now you're kind of like
Mhm.
reaping the benefits of your labor by getting some rest. So I see it. I see it. Don't worry.
I think
um,
what in regards to like hiking or running, jogging, I think we also have to invest in the proper footwear. Especially hiking, if you're gonna like climb or go on rocks or whatnot, you need a shoe that's like sturdy. I think some people tend to use like running shoes, or I tend to kind of cheat my way about hiking. Like I know my shoes aren't proper because the tread, it's not as grippy as I should have. But make sure that you have good, sturdy hiking shoes.
Actually, one of my friends just for my birthday gifted me hiking shoes. So thank you. But she's the one that always takes me hiking though. So, but yeah, so I'm very very excited to use them. Um, I mean, what other activities do our viewers and listeners like to do during the summer? I think we have a comment. Sister Abby, what does it say?
I think where is it? Where did it go? I was clicking through some stuff. Brother Jonathan Ruiz, he says jogging. So jogging
Oh,
is another physical activity to go outside. Um, I see a lot of hashtags, so it's mostly like the hashtags.
all right.
Um,
So for our viewers, please don't just hashtag, okay? Let us know, be part of our conversation. So, what are some of the physical activities you like to do during the summer, whether it's walking or cycling or, jogging like Brother Jet, or hiking like me, speed walking like Sister Abby. What do you like to do? Please let us know. We'd love to have you be part of our conversation. Brother Miko says lately they're playing pickleball. So that's
Mm,
great. So, like with any physical activity, right? In the summer, in the heat, to avoid and prevent. I'm combining those two words together. To prevent any, like overheating. Maybe do it in the morning. Pickleball, you can do it indoors. Um, just to make sure that we're not overheating ourselves, right? One of the things that my friends and I also like to do during the summer is kayaking. We also do whitewater rafting, so a lot of like
mm.
watery kind of activities, which is great, so that the water can cool you down.
Yes. So I know we have a lot of activities that we like to do, um and it can get really hot in the summer months. So how can people, adjust their physical routines to handle the heat and humidity? I think it's mostly just timing of the day. The try to do things early morning or late in the evening. During the daytime, I think between 9 to like I think 7 or 7-ish, 5-ish. That's like the hottest day, and the sun is really out, especially around noontime. So try to like avoid doing your physical activity during the peak sun hours.
Yeah,
Um,
like between 11 to like 3.
11 to 3, so that you don't get dehydrated that quickly. You don't have like this intense sun rays on you. You want to also prevent getting sunburn because that can lead to like skin issues. Wear a lot of sunscreen, and the most important thing, since you're sweating a lot because that's your body's natural way of cooling itself off, you have to ensure that you're keeping well hydrated. Try to get the water in. You can also alternate it with electrolytes, because you're also set sweating, like your electrolytes as well. So again, keep well hydrated. If you're gonna do some intense exercise, but also know yourself too. Like if you want to still get exercise, right, in the daytime, don't do too much strenuous activity. Right. So like, don't go hard on like doing a marathon run, if possible, during like the hottest time of the day, or when the weather is going to be really hot out. I think, right, Sister Mika, like last week or 2 weeks ago, we were in a heat wave and like 100 plus degree
Don't remind
weather.
me, Abby. Don't remind me. It was so bad.
Yeah, like and I don't know, for me, when I'm really that hot, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to stay inside, have the fan blowing on me, and just like lying in the dark.
Turn up the AC and then just no, but I mean I think it's the humidity that's really the enemy, What I can take, like I think I can take dry heat, because the second day of that heat wave, it was a little drier. The first day the temperature wasn't as high, but it
Mm,
was humid. So it was really, really difficult for me. But the next day, when it was like hundreds, right? 100, like
hmm.
around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. How much is that in Celsius, Surrounding?
I don't know. I can
Pop
look it
quiz.
up.
Pop quiz for all those in the comment section. um, yeah, but it was drier. It wasn't as humid, so I think I was able to take it a little bit better. I don't know. But yes, for those of us who are doing our fitness routines outside, you know, listen to your body, right? Maybe do some lower intensity workouts in the beginning. See if your body can take it. Um, Instead of working out, or like maybe like hiking or like jogging for however long you're doing it, break it into like shorter sessions, right? Incorporate a little bit more rest periods. This way, your body can cool down a little bit before you put it through your, rigorous workout. And of course, again, listen to your body, right? Stop if you feel overly fatigued. Like if you're getting dizzy already, I think it's a sign that you should stop.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's like I think in one of our previous episodes when we had the physical therapist on, it's like not necessarily no pain, no gain is good. If you start don't if you start feeling weak or you start feeling dizzy or things are starting to hurt really bad, you need to stop. That's your body kind of protecting you. So don't push yourself because you could seriously, injure yourself. So listen to your body. Don't think that you have to push through all the pain that you are experiencing.
Yes, that's right. And again, right, the safest times for like outdoor exercise is, like in the morning, before 9 a.m. or before 11. And then maybe like after work,
Mhm.
going towards like sunset-ish. So again, avoid midday sun, like between 11 to like 3 or 4, because that's when it's most intense. It's not vitamin D anymore. It's gonna give you like skin cancer or something. So
Brother Ray in the chat, he said, Brother Ray Valdez, he said, I didn't run this morning because there was no ambulance nearby. I just walked leisurely.
please, please save everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, like know your body, and if you are concerned about exercising or starting to exercise, you can always talk to your healthcare provider to, get some tips or get some clearance to make sure that you are okay to start any type of exercise. And sometimes they can refer you to, like a physical therapist or someone that can guide you or like a trainer or whatnot to like guide you to do effective, safe workouts.
Yes, that's right. So, Sister Abby, when you do work out outside, right? What are some of the things that you can make sure that you have or that you wear to avoid, like overheating or to help you make sure that you're a little bit more cool?
I think for me, I always try to make sure that my clothing is appropriate, like light, breathable, like the moisture wicking clothing, so that it allows your body to like release the heat that you are, emitting when you exercise. Light colored clothing, so you won't be absorbing all like the sun rays. Like try to avoid wearing black or like
I know I
navy
was just
or
gonna bring up everyone loves to wear black when they're working out, but yeah, you
yeah.
probably shouldn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, and also like something to cover your face or your head. Like I know this is bad. Because I don't like wearing hats for some reason because I feel like it traps the heat on my head because most of your heat comes from your head. But there are hats that are built to release the heat. Like it's a breathable hat, not like one of those baseball caps because I feel like the canvas keeps the heat in while like there's like different types of materials like a lighter hat that you can use, so it also blocks the sun rays on your face because you also want to protect your skin as well. Wear sunscreen and make sure that you apply before and after or during your breaks if you're jogging outside, so you can protect your skin as well, don't get sunburned. And I think the most important thing is really having a water bottle or water, something to keep hydrated.
Yes, definitely. Um, yeah, no, and they also have like visors, like there's nothing here on top, but just to make sure that you're that there's like a shade in front of you. But again, like with Sister Abby, you also need to protect your skin. Your hair has skin, right? Your scalp, you still also need to protect your scalp.
Yes.
Um, so yes, they definitely have um, like lightweight breathable types of caps that you can wear UV blocking sunglasses so things are not too bright. Definitely sunscreen is very important, not just for your face, but for your whole body. If you're not wearing like long sleeves, right? Because you also don't want to wear, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. Although some people um run cooler than others, so they can wear the long sleeves and the long pants. Um, but for those of us who don't run cooler, and we have to wear, like the shorter versions of those clothes, let's make sure to also wear sunscreen on our bodies. Okay, we don't want to get any sunburned anywhere. And of course, let's make sure to bring our IDs, our phones. I'm pretty sure we will all have our phones anyway, and they have places on your phone where you can put your ID, right? Depending on the casing that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, but what are some of the signs that you're overdoing it, Sister Abby? I know we kind of talked about it a little earlier. What are some of the warning signs so
I
that we know when to stop?
I think one thing is if you're having a lot of cramps, like muscle cramps or muscle spasms, like because that's a sign of like dehydration and you're losing too much electrolytes. So if you're feeling like some type of spasms or cramping in your legs, I know that happened to me years ago when during a sports activity, and I cramped and then I had to like sit out for a bit, and then you stretch, relax, keep hydrated, get those electrolytes back in. Also, you're getting dizzy, like you're getting the tunnel vision where like things are starting to get a little fuzzy, you feel faint. That's another sign to stop what you're doing. Sometimes you get nausea. You're feeling more tired. Your skin and is starting to feel like clammy or very cool, like it doesn't make it. That just means that you're like also in the early stages of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. So if you start noticing those, or you feel like you don't feel well, stop. Try to get as much liquids back in you. Stay in the shade. Don't like sit out in the middle of the parking lot baking in the sun. Try to find a shaded area to like rest, recuperate, and try to cool down.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Abby. Now, what if you're a beginner, right? Want to start your outdoor fitness journey? What are some of the things that they can, probably start doing? Right? I know you don't want to go to like a level 10 right away. You want to start it off small, right?
Yeah, start off small. Like, don't go like 4 hours, I'm gonna, walk or something like that. So start like, I'm gonna do like 30 minutes today. And it's gonna be like a leisurely walk, and then slowly pick up the pace. And then maybe start jogging, and then increase your intensity or the duration of your physical activity. Um, and sometimes, if you have the ability, instead of doing outdoor stuff, you can, do indoor stuff. Some people sign up for gym, so that you can kind of monitor your progress in a more, I guess, heat controlled environment. So that if you decide to eventually go outside, you already know your baseline and what you can handle. But again, it's always listening to your body. If it starts to not do so well, then scale it back, and slowly build as you progress throughout like the week and the days and the months.
Yes, thank you so much. Actually, we'll read some of the comments. Sister Cheyenne says, also take note if you're doing physical exercise and you're not sweating, it might mean you're overheating and or you're dehydrated. Thank you so much, Sister Cheyenne. Um, and then we also have Brother Jaden says, playing basketball. Yes, we love, oh, yes, basketball. Um, Brother Pastor Palasha says it was a beautiful day yesterday, but we still need to stay hydrated. So yes, definitely, it's important to make sure that we are hydrating ourselves. Whether we play volleyball or basketball, or even if we're just walking outside. Uh, this way, we can stop ourselves from overheating. Um, Right. I don't know if you mentioned it, Sister Abby, like what are some cool locations that we can kind of go to? I know we live in the Northeast, so I feel like there's a lot of different varieties of places where we can, do our workouts or do our runs or jogs.
Yes. I mean, we have a lot of shaded areas. So I know like there's trails or there's paved pathways that are shaded. So that's one place to start. Um, you can, do indoor stuff. I know there's like clinics that like your local parks and recreation holds, and they're all indoors. So you can kind of look into that. Or if you want to join a gym, you can join a gym or any like indoor facility. I know there's pickleball indoors, there's tennis courts indoors, basketball, swimming indoors. So like there's a lot of resources I feel that you can look up in your local town or city that has indoor activities, so you won't be outside all the time. And really it's mostly the time of day. So try to find those activities or do your strenuous activity towards the evening or early morning, so it won't be as hot. And always, look up the weather on the online and whatnot to make sure that um, you're staying safe, and the temperature and the UV intensity and whatnot. And sometimes it tells you it's not very advisable, right? On your app it says like, oh, activity is not that you shouldn't do strenuous
Yeah, that's
activity
right.
today. So
I've seen those definitely. Yeah, and then like after your workout, make sure that you have something cool to either drink or put on your muscles. Like I remember when it was that heat wave, I had an ice pack or like a cold compress. I put it like on my forehead. I put it like on my nape,
mhm.
right? Like on my shoulders just to like cool you down faster. Please also make sure to stretch afterwards.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, and if you don't want to buy anything like cold compresses, freeze a water bottle, right?
Yeah.
Put it in the freezer. Um, and then yes, anything cool and refreshing. Make sure you have that with you for after your workout. Right. And good job, everyone, for being active.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very important to stay active, right? But remember, moving your body should feel good, not dangerous, right? Um, yeah, so early morning walks, shaded workouts, staying with your body can keep you active all summer long. So, um, what else do we have? Oh, yes. So let's kind of recap also some of the activities that District of New York has been doing. Last week, we had our Tagisan ng Talino district finals. Congratulations again to all of the kids who won. Third place, we had Sister Anaya Doliente from Belmore. Second place, we had Sister Cassie and Matibag from LIC. And first place, we have Brother Zion Magardo from Boston. And today,
Mm.
actually, started out yesterday. We had a CFO fun run and guarding in Johnsonville. So I was supposed to be in Johnsonville, but I haven't been feeling well. So um, I stayed home. But I wish I was there so that I could have, showed everyone how fun it is. It's always nice to hang out with our brothers and sisters. So for those of you who are tuning in from Johnsonville, um, congratulations for having signal for having service.
Yeah,
I
I
bet it's
was
gonna be hard there.
Yeah, I was there yesterday for the like beginning of the camping and whatnot. There was a lot of puppies. I saw some
Oh,
puppies. And we started the campfire, and it was kind of just like hanging out and like talking to other brethren from the various locals throughout, in the district. Like we shared some barbecue, and like catch up with some brethren and that we haven't seen in some time. So I know they're probably doing their fun run, walking around on Johnsonville right now, and it's not too hot today, so it's pretty nice.
Oh, that's great. We love that. So let's read just some of the comments before we close out. From Sister Betty Sabino, shout out to baby Lee Anthony Silvestre. Welcome to the world. Congratulations to Anthony and Adelaika. We have Brother Mario Oka. Good evening here in the Philippines and enjoy watching. Greetings from local of Brixtonville. Greetings from local of I just repeated, District of Caloocan North. We have Sister Joy saying, Happy Saturday, District of New York, hashtag Belmore. We have Alex Ariola, greetings, brethren, from the District of Orange County, California. Shout out again to Kuya Jabarientos. Thank you for always being here with us on our YouTube live chat. We have Samuel Kizagan watching from Limassol Mediterranean District. Thank you, everyone, once again for tuning in. I'm trying to look for. There's another comment that I saw, but I can't find it anymore.
I think there is a birthday celebrant amongst us. So happy birthday to Sister Mika.
I'm like, who's there?
Yes, I think Sister Chloe commented in the chat. So happy birthday, Sister Mika.
Thank you so much. Also, speaking of birthdays, yesterday, July 4th, I just wanted to greet our fellow choir members, Sister Julie Decimeto and Sister Angel Tolosa. Happy birthday. They celebrated their birthday yesterday. So yes, we got a lot of July babies.
Yes.
And there's more coming up.
Yes, yes. So happy birthday to all the July babies for this month. If we don't, just to acknowledge you guys.
Thank
So I
you,
think,
Sister Abby. So that is all for our show today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much to the church administration for giving us a platform to share and speak about important and interesting topics like these. Don't forget to catch us again next Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time or 11:30 p.m. Philippine Time. We are also going to dive into staying hydrated and healthy in the July heat.
yes, and greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo. Also, greetings to our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our Executive Producer, Kuya Manley Andaya. To our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Olmelda, our CFO Advisor, Brother Jason Flores, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Christopher Ornedo. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night.
Yes, happy birthday to Sister Ina Banal, one of the choir members in CWS in Londonderry.